The Coffee and the Company Podcast Season 2.
Okay. Thanks for coming. Thanks for doing this, man.
Okay, no problem.
I've been wanted to invite you, just that ever since I have the courage to invite Kelvin.
Okay, okay.
I should have a courage to invite you as well.
Yeah, no, it's not a problem. Yeah, it's just a tiny potato, man.
It's not, man. To you, you yourself, you're being humble, right? To me, you have impacts to the industry, just like Kelvin. Yeah,
Okay,
I only invite interesting people to me.
It's too kind.
Yeah, to me,
too kind.
I think I represent a lot of people in terms of people like someone like me that admire of entrepreneurs, that admire people who shape the industry. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I heard, and also I've been to BeanBag
Yeah.
probably like 8-9 years ago, way before the MCO.
Yeah.
I always heard this name, BeanBag. Everyone told me BeanBag. They're famous for coffee. They're famous for pancakes, Australian style, a brunch joint. And also heard from Michael from JWC as well. This according to him. I might not be as familiar as he himself. You guys are among one of the first pioneers that put flat white into the beverage menu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
before that,
Yeah.
nobody put that. It's cappuccino. I don't think there's any long black that time, but just black coffee
Maybe
usually.
black coffee, Americano, maybe
Yeah.
they call it.
Yeah. So you were one of the first, to bring the Australian style brunch culture into Malaysia.
Okay.
And that impacts a lot of people. And I heard a lot of good barista are trained from BeanBag. Yeah, you don't have to humble this. I
Okay.
believe everyone has to agree.
Yeah.
Four-time champion, national champion Jason Loo is from. Jason Loo is from graduated so-called work from BeanBag,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Under your care.
We care for him, but yeah. Well, the story later I'll tell you.
Yeah. So I would like
Yeah.
to hear from you as well. First of all, what's BeanBag, man? Like,
What does it stand
yeah,
for?
why is coffee
Yeah.
bag not?
It's so random. It's so random. When we started off wanting to open a cafe, basically the name was an issue.
Okay.
The name was an
Yeah.
issue.
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Mm.
Yeah. So I still remember the early days. The time because I opened it with my sister and also my girlfriend, which is my wife now,
Okay.
Lynn as well. So we had problems with the name because we wanted to do something that sort of like is, just say that you're Australian inspired and stuff like that. And there were a lot of serious names on the paper. One of it was like the Melburnian.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not proud of that, but but it's just so serious, and it didn't really give any cafe sort of like name vibe. Then remember when Lynn actually asked both of us, maybe the name can just be anything, because we see the cafes in Australia. It doesn't really have to mean a lot of things. So she asked us like, what do you really remember in your time in Melbourne? Because I studied there from year 2000 to 2005. And then after that, my younger sister, she took after me as well in Melbourne as well. And we all stayed in the same apartment, I would say. And yeah, when the question was asked, like, what do you remember from there? and it was two different timings because we didn't overlap with each other. When I graduated, then she started. There was never a time where, okay, we stayed together and we did things together or anything like that. So that never happened. But there was in our apartment, there was a beanbag, which was red. It was just sitting in the living room since my time.
Why is there beanbag? Do you mean
Is
those
that like in the
beanbag?
living room? Yeah, the beanbag, just sitting
Those like couch kind of
Yeah,
furniture, right?
Yeah,
For
furniture.
beanbag,
Yeah, furniture. And it was there before I was studying in Melbourne as well because my elder sister was there. So that beanbag, which was red, was there for a while. Was there like throughout the entire stay of these three siblings in Melbourne, right?
Graduated from there,
Yeah. So both myself and my, me and my sister, we told in, there was a red beanbag. And, predominantly we wanted this cafe to be coffee focused, of course. So we played along with beanbag, the word beanbag, it can be a coffee beanbag, like how you import green coffee and stuff like that. So it just got on from there.
So the red beanbag has a lot of sentimental value to the three of you.
I was saying, of course. It's just there. It's something just like very striking that it just very vivid that we remembered during our time there. Like I said, we were never ever overlapped with each other. We didn't do things together. We were not studying together. It's just after.
But the red beanbag saw three of you.
Saw three of us. Yeah, my older sister,
Chronically.
myself, and my younger sister.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
But what did you do before you started this cafe? Because you want to tell us what did you do? What makes you want to start this cafe? What were you in coffee industry? I'm sure you're not, right?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah,
I was graduated in information systems, so IT stuff and business. And I was working in IBM when the idea actually did, like, we threw around the idea, but to be honest, is I don't think it's probably a very common story for, like, your dream of opening up a restaurant, cafe. I wouldn't say it's very inspiring or anything like that. It's just one of those things that there was a time we got together, we thought about it. Hey, how about this? Why don't we do this? And I think we were very lucky, because we had financial support from our parents. They are our number one supporter. I'm pretty sure that this is, like I said, it's not a very it's a very common story, So but that was 13 years ago. It was not easy because I would say that like you did mention, we were one of the pioneers. There were a few cafes around. I think that there was, but not too many. And I think we saw the opportunity that it might come to be a big thing here, to open up cafe, focus on coffee, and we took that leap of faith.
You did graduated from Melbourne, right?
Yeah.
What is your inspired that when you wanted to set up this red beanbag RBB?
Yeah.
What cafe that you wanted to set up similar to?
Okay.
Or what cafe in Melbourne that inspired you to set up RBB?
So I'm going to be very honest here. During my time in Melbourne, there weren't many cafes as well. The cafes that were there, they were serving very, very, I think, Italian-based espressos and stuff like that.
Traditional.
Traditional.
Yeah.
Very bitter. You got to add a lot of sugar, man. The cappuccinos and things like that. So it was a lot of Starbucks that was and things like that.
That was early 2000.
Yeah, earlier 2000. So that cafe scene haven't really shot off yet. And when I came back here, we were still in the Starbucks era. We're going like coffee bean Starbucks, putting a lot of cream and things like that, syrups and all. But I think during my sister's time, yeah, she came back, and I think it was a start, and it was also the start of social media. Facebook came out then as well, and we started hearing, there's this wave of coffee coming through.
So you're talking about early 2010 or?
Yeah, early 2010. That's right. It's sort of like when we looked at it, I mean, we didn't have much coverage on it. Social media was not great at that time. I don't know if Instagram was even out then.
I think MySpace, Friendster.
Yeah.
MySpace, Friendster.
Yeah, Facebook definitely.
Facebook, yes, it's
Facebook
beginning of
definitely.
the era. Yeah, where you
Yeah.
play games in the Facebook.
Yeah, and putting all the emotional
Poking friends.
Yeah, stuff. Yeah, poking friends. My God.
Poking friends for no reason at all.
Yeah, so like the business stuff all was not there at all. It's hard to see. We didn't really have that privilege of having social media to help us. But we knew that there were quite a few cafes out there, and
In Melbourne?
Yeah, in Melbourne.
Okay.
And they were doing quite well as well. So we did a lot of Google search, and looked at the food. It was amazing, and we knew that it can work here. It can work in KL because there are maybe one or two. I think there were probably one or two cafes that are really doing it, but they were not very focused on the food as well.
Focus on coffee, right?
Yeah, focus on coffee. So we, after that, we sort of thought, yeah, we can't just do coffee. We need food. We need a chef.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went out looking for a chef. And that's when we met our first head chef. His name is Ryan. And this dude was like, he wasn't a head chef before. Young kid. And we put out an ad. And last time the ad, I think...
Where did you put an ad?
Man, I thought
Newspaper?
I think it's in the papers.
Okay.
We can't put in social media. We're
There's
hiring.
there's no advertisement at the time.
No,
I don't think there is.
No, there
Yeah.
wasn't. There
Yeah.
wasn't. So I think it was in the newspaper. And he answered our call. And he was the first person that actually, I think, got in contact with us. So we said, okay. So what we did was, we were going to give you an audition. Okay, we were going to ask you to cook for our family.
Yeah.
And he held a very impressive CV. He was from Cilantro, Sage.
Yeah.
And then that time he was working in a yakitori restaurant.
Okay.
Japanese. So he's moved around, but he's got like French background, stuff like that. So he came very early in the morning with his, and then he put out his knives. We were like, whoa,
Okay, that shows something.
Yeah, show something, But he was really good. I think because he was very disciplined.
Yeah.
He came on time, came with whatever he needed. And I think story cut short, he basically cooked up a 3-course meal, which we thought, wow.
Was that like Australian style? That
No,
it's just
it was
freestyle,
it was
right?
freestyle, but I think it was.
So you did
very,
not set any theme for him to cook for you?
I can't remember if we did, but maybe we did like say what are the requirements. Definitely like not Asian, more to Western, and he had this fine dining background.
Okay.
And the dish was very fine, right? So there and then we thought, okay, good, let's get him in. We don't know how this will work out. He was never a head chef before, and we didn't have a restaurant back then yet. We just probably like put in the tenancy, sign up for rent really. So he's, it was quite daunting. I think it was kind of scary experience, because we had to trust him that he know what to do, to manage his own kitchen and stuff like that. Of course we did an interview with him besides that audition.
Yeah.
And we thought we gave him a try.
Okay.
So we did, and then the sort of like the issues came because our food was too fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you after you write, you open the restaurant.
No, we wasn't.
No,
we weren't
no.
open yet.
Okay.
We were R&Ding the menu after
All right.
that.
So the feedback coming from you yourself.
Yeah.
and the founders as well.
Yeah, of course. All of us said, I don't. We need
It's
to
not
be
casual.
It need to be cafe.
Yeah.
Not too fine and things like that. And then so there was a lot of R&D, how to let him know what we really want. It wasn't easy, but we made it. So the first batch of menu, we started with brunch and things like that. Yeah, it wasn't perfect lah.
Where you got the inspiration from? Not much of people doing it locally.
Websites
Okay.
and
Food
Google,
bloggers.
Google, yeah,
Okay.
just Google. I can't even remember if it's bloggers or not, but we searched on their websites. It was hard. It was really tough, to get like pictures and things like that of what we really wanted. But at least the internet and Google was still there.
Okay.
So that helped us a lot.
All right.
So our first, I think the first batch in the menu, it's still work in progress, I would think. But then we also said like we need to go to Melbourne.
Yeah. Took a trip.
We took a trip.
Yeah.
All four of us, including Ryan. We said we got to go there. We got to go there. We got to go visit the cafes. We got to get you inspired and things like that. So we bought a ticket, and of course, where did we stay? I think we had help because we had friends there. So also accommodation was not
Taken
a big
care of.
problem. Yeah. So thanks to them as well.
All right.
So we just went cafe hopping, cafe after cafe, and that's when we like how our eggs Benedict was like really awesome.
Yeah.
And how like our big breakfast is not just like it's like whew,
Okay.
And
Were your
baked
pancakes
eggs.
got inspired from there as well?
Pancakes, baked eggs,
Yeah.
lamb shakshuka, everything still here till today.
Still in RBB.
Yeah, still RBB. Of course, we did a twist to many of it because of course some of them in Australia they use pork and stuff like that. We don't want to use it here. We want to be pork free.
Yeah.
We want everyone in Malaysia to hopefully
To enjoy the
to
food.
enjoy the food.
Yeah.
Without thinking about it. Yeah.
But who started? You yourself, you do not make coffee, right? As I understand.
Yeah, we did a course in Australia then.
Okay.
Yeah, so we decided, okay, might as well, just.
So you'll be the first barista to serve at RBB?
Yeah. Myself, Lynn, my sister as well. We were the baristas. We were there making coffee, and it was. I'll tell you what, it wasn't that when we opened shop, there was a long queue. No, it wasn't like that. It was
Slowly built up.
6 months. It was slow. We had no traction at all.
As I remember,
Yeah.
Red Beanbag first place was upstairs.
Upstairs, first floor.
First
Publika.
floor, right? You have to climb the
Yeah.
stairs.
Yeah. We had to climb the stairs, and we actually did have on our canopy, we did have a saying there. Some stairs are worth climbing.
Oh yeah, now I remember. Yes, you have that.
Yeah.
So the canopy.
Yeah, so we wanted to be not a very commercial, unusual place lah. And like to play around with names of our food and things like that. Just give a bit of you give life to the cafe. Have fun as well while doing it. I think that was important.
Okay. So how long you been serving coffee before you have to pass it to the juniors? The time when you first opening.
Yeah. So I think we were serving coffee for a while. Even when so how this kid came around. And
Looking for part-time job and
looking for a job.
looking
This
for a
kid
job.
came around. He came knocking, and he ordered the coffee, and I was behind the bar, and he sat down there. His name is Jason Loo, by the way. Jason, yeah.
which year was that?
2012.
12, yeah.
2012. So I made him a cappuccino, and I still remember, and he still remember. He always reminds me that it was a Rosetta.
You did
finally learn how to pour a Rosetta. And, we were trying to master it. We poured Rosetta for him. I poured a Rosetta for him, and he had a cup of coffee. Apparently, he was like scouting around, see where to go.
Yeah.
That time, I think Espresso Lab was there as well.
Yeah.
So he was just like, where do I begin my coffee journey? So he came up to us and say, hey, are you hiring a barista? And I'm like, yeah. I need to get my hands off the coffee machine for a while so I can do the other stuff as well, you know. So it's like, I said, yeah, we're hiring. Yeah, so he came in.
Okay.
Yeah, he came in, and but you know, during the time we were working with each other. Yeah, we were working with each other.
When you're opening, right? How many members were there, including you yourself? Operation wise,
Man, probably a handful, maybe about 6, 7,
6, 7.
just on the floor in the bar. Then the kitchen, the kitchen had a bit of a
Another
problem.
6, 7.
No lah, less.
Less?
I think about 3 to 4 first. We even had a sous chef who came. He couldn't fry an egg, and then he left the day before opening.
Oh damn!
Damn,
Couldn't find a wig? Couldn't find an egg?
Couldn't fry an egg.
But why couldn't find an egg? What do you mean?
I don't know. I was just told by Ryan that no.
So he got
can't-
frustrated and he left.
He just decided not to turn up. Yeah.
Okay.
And we were opening, and I'm like, what? You know, it's so. Oh, I still remember that. But that's okay. You know, we work with what we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, we work with what we have.
I remember the Red BeanBag being renovated before, right?
Yeah.
Once. You guys were there 10 years.
Yeah.
In
no,
Publika.
I would say
11?
11 years.
11 years. Renovated once, right? For the kitchen,
we
right?
renovated once in 2008. Not so much for the kitchen, but
Okay. Sitting space?
the facade of it. The sitting space, not so much as well. We still had that level up. We changed the floors and all, because the floors were like, okay. So when we started off, right, is what's the cheapest?
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a lot of budget.
Yeah,
and
you
we
must-
didn't know how it will turn out as well. So we tried to find things that were affordable. It was cheap, but it's affordable. But it was well used. When your restaurant is buzzing every weekend, things get really worn down really fast. The floors start to warp and stuff like that. It's like, okay, we can see. You can see, but we made the most out of it, lah. We did have to close to fix a lot of things as well.
For how long did you guys close to renovate the
that
space?
major renovation was like about a week, lah.
Okay.
Yeah, about a week, or maybe 10 days, I think. I can't really remember, but yeah, around there. We definitely needed to get the business up and running again. But during that time, we tried to definitely have team outings and stuff like that. And rework on our menu. Because every time you want to reopen, you need something
Fresh.
Yeah, fresh.
Fresh in the menu, right? Yeah, so that people will attract more people to come.
Yeah.
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 So you started off with bare budget, I would say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it works, right? Is
think,
it possible you review how much you just started the business? Like,
Oh, it's still at least $500,000, I would say.
That time?
Yeah. It was still
2011.
At least $500,000.
oh my god.
Yeah, but the thing is also
That is like, how big was that? 1001, 1002,
2004.
1004.
Yeah,
That is
2004.
including the
No,
front seating, or just
no,
within, just within.
Just within. Yeah. Just within.
1004 is long, man. All right.
2004.
Where would
Yeah.
where did you think that the budget's like heavier weightage allocated to at the time? Is it kitchen equipment, or was it like bar or furniture?
Yeah, I think both had its weight, equal amount of weight, because the kitchen definitely needed a lot of customized things
Yeah.
being done.
yeah,
and
because
stuff like that.
the kitchen equipment is all like customized for the space premise, right?
Yeah, and we had brands that were good. Some brands that, of course, we consulted with Ryan and say, what do you think? Should we have a very good brand for chillers or freezers, or should we have a very good brand for the stove or things like that? So we got NKR to come. I'm not sure whether you heard of them.
No.
But they did our kitchen. So it was expensive, but also but we saved a lot in terms of ID, because I think Lynn was in charge of the ID. She's got a background for it as well. So we definitely save a lot. We try to get our own materials as well. But although I think, to be fair, there were some things were probably over quoted
Okay.
to us, lah.
Okay.
Yeah, but okay, whatever that needs to go.
I see.
To get going. I believe it can still be lesser, to be honest. But
In today's world,
in today's world, it's different, man.
everything is like at least double up or triple
Yes.
up right now.
Yeah, no doubt. You need the best of everything now, you know, because and if you have a very good concept and you believe in it, you know, try to spend on things that you know that you will need to use it a lot. For example, your espresso machines, your grinder, and things like that. And if you really want to be coffee focused and you want to be food focused, you need like a very good fryer, a good stove,
Yeah.
a good exhaust. Damn,
Those are
things
the
so
heavy.
important.
Those are the one that they heavily use on during the operation, right? Yeah.
So once like you start the operation, and if you want to like
Change. Then it's a problem already.
big problem.
Yeah.
Big problem. Yeah.
What machine did you bought at first that time?
Um,
I couldn't remember right now. If you ask me right now, it's like, what was that? I couldn't remember at all
Okay.
right now. Too long ago.
Nuvo
Nova similarly, Apia
Yeah.
2, right? Is
Yeah.
that Apia 2?
Yeah, Apia 2, yes, that's right. So
I
this is
see.
a story. We had Apia 2. It was running and it was red. Of course, it had to be red.
Okay. Okay.
Red
Apia has red. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were running for the longest time, and after 6 months, when we got a little bit more traction, more how do you say
Volume.
volume,
Mm-hmm.
and then the weekends became heavier and heavier. The coffee machine was just not taking it. It was
Okay.
giving problems and all, but we still try to maintain lah. You know, it's not sometimes the coffee that comes out. You know, there are a lot of times the shots just
Too
didn't-
fast.
yeah,
Too.
yeah.
It's not hot enough, right? Cannot keep up with the volume.
Yeah. And our grinder was also like, you know, acting up and stuff like that. We didn't have the Mythos that time, right? So I can't remember what was our
Was it
first grinder.
compact or
Maybe.
is it compact? That time I believe it's compact. It's like
Maybe, yeah.
very popular.
Yeah.
Compact
Maybe,
grinder. Yeah.
yeah.
Probably like K3, K5, something like that.
Well, that rings a bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So we were still using that. Then when of course this is not my story, it's Jason's story when he won the first MBC Malaysian Barrister Championship, but it was not sanctioned yet. So we were very happy, and then we got the guy. I mean, we like somehow we made friends with the people from Dankoff and things like that as well. They were very I think they were smitten by Jason's performance somehow, right? And yeah, there were this like units of the Nouveau, similarly the new one, which is the T3.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a dual boiler, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. The upper end,
Yeah.
middle end. Yeah.
So they were sitting, they were used for the competition. And of course, after the competition,
Display unit.
the display unit lah. And so actually we asked about it and we thought it's actually a good time to change really. So I think we asked Boyd from Dankoff.
yeah.
Yeah. And then he's like, yeah, okay. You know, we can give you a very good price for it as well. So that was the start of a good relationship with them. But what we didn't know was that he saved the red one for us.
Oh.
So
Okay.
when we said that, okay, you know, we're gonna get one, right? So when the day of the delivery, it came out red, we were like, wow.
That is not the display
Yeah.
unit, probably. Is
Yeah,
it not
I
right?
don't know. I think
It's brand new then for
it's-
you?
I don't think it's brand new.
I see.
Yeah, but we didn't expect the red one. Yeah, because we also you know, we're getting a good discount now, so we didn't really ask like
Whatever colour it is,
we were happy with like, you know, neutral color or anything like that, but it came red. Yeah, so that was
Does it
a
give you
big
an extra
surprise.
boost?
Oh, definitely, it gave everyone an extra boost. Yeah, it gave Jason an extra boost as well. You know, so yeah, we and that machine is still with us. It's not being used now, but it's got.
Where is
a
it
lot
right
of
now? The
us.
machine. The new place is Cafe Racer.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's a cafe racer. So it's actually upstairs in our store, but we kept it there.
Okay.
lah. Yeah.
Okay.
think-
For sentimental value sake.
Well, if someone wants to buy it for 50K, I don't know. If
Wow,
someone-
man.
Just kidding. No, lah, but
That's tough, man.
yeah, I think for backup, definitely for backup, you
Good.
know, just in case anything happens to our current machine, we can always bring that down. We know that it's workhorse.
Okay.
It's a real workhorse. Yeah.
So
yeah.
that machine's been with you like I would say like 6-7 years. 6-7 years. The old machine
I would say no.
T3.
I mean, right to now,
Yeah.
maybe 10 years.
10 years already.
10 years
Okay.
already. Yeah.
So I would like to ask also, what makes Jason Loo wants to go for a, like competition? How did he approach to you from this topic?
You want to ask him when he's here?
But what's your perspective? Yeah, what is your perspective, right?
No,
is it because of when he compete, you making a better person, or is it because of better for the brand?
no.
BeanBag?
No, he came and asked us that he wanted to try something new. And this was, Jason, is a bit long time. Let me just tell this story. He actually he actually tendered his resignation.
All right.
Yeah.
Before this.
Yeah. So the story was, we tried to, I can't swear here, right?
Yeah, of course you can do
so
whatever shit you want, man.
No, I try to mind fuck him. No, we tried to, no. We talked him out of it.
Yeah.
But because we
Retain him.
because he wanted to come out and do his own cafe. Yeah. I mean, it's not that we didn't give him any option. Oh, you gotta stay and stuff like that. But we talked some sense into him. Yeah. It was Jason Loo like many years ago. But we asked him a lot of questions. Like, are you ready? Are you really ready to do this on your own? Because we're like, who's gonna make the coffee? You. Who's gonna be the cashier? You. Who's gonna do the service? You. Who's gonna do the cooking? You. Who's gonna do the baking? You. It's like there were a lot of things that he wanted to.
I think it's every barista's dream to open a cafe of his own, right?
Yeah, yeah. So what we did was we said, okay, why not? We give you a try to go on the floor, cafe operations. At least learn, at least know how it's being done. So it's like a
what did he? What I thought he is employed as a barista.
Yeah, he was employed as a barista. So when he wanted to leave, we said, you don't leave yet. If you really want to open your cafe, you try to learn about all these things.
Okay,
you see how it feels like. So he accepted it, but no, he came back and said, I just want to make coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just not his thing. Yeah, I don't really know what's the real reason up to today, but to him, it's just not his thing. He just wanted to focus on coffee. And then after that, he just told us, look, there's this competition coming up, and I want to join. I want to try. I want to test my abilities, and we had no idea, like how to go about it, because this was a first for us as well. But the boy, he's so resourceful.
Okay.
So he's looked at so many YouTube videos, and he basically what he is now, during that time, he did everything himself. I'm not gonna take any credit for it, because he did everything himself. He's got us in for like, look at his performance and things like that, look at his script. Yes, those things we definitely helped out a little bit. We tried his signature drinks. That was a Tau Fa espresso drink.
Okay. And I think I believe that Tau Fa at the time is like Tau Fa cheesecake, everything on the trend, right?
Everything on the table now. But it just like, but I think after his research and everything else, and closer to the competition, that boy was something lah. He was going up against I would say a little bit more experienced baristas.
Which year was that?
2013.
13.
2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's the year he won the first time?
That first time, but it wasn't sanctioned.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't sanctioned. Yeah. So, yeah. So I think, he hats off to him lah. He is who he is today. Yeah.
I think he's the only one who won 4 times, right?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
You must be very proud.
Oh, we are all so proud of him. We are definitely very proud of him. I mean, to see him grow from
what
from
age
really
was
young as
he
well.
like at first working with you? How old was he at that time?
Oh wow.
Early 20s or
I think 25
25?
maybe. I think so. You can ask him.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I think so. I think
About
it's
that age,
about
yeah.
the age, you know. But he was really into pastry and stuff like that, you know. He was even baking cakes for us at one point.
I see.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, he was actually baking cakes for us, like, and his cakes were also meticulously made. He had this meal crepes cake, and then rum raisin, Nutella, but layer after layer after layer. It's so beautiful and so yummy.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
milk crepe. What a
You haven't
nostalgic.
tried that before, in our old place, huh?
No, I went for pancakes and coffee.
Okay.
That's what you guys famous for.
Yeah. Well, thanks. But yeah, that was good, man. That was really good. I wish we brought it back, but he has no
Is
time
it
now,
right
I
now?
think.
No. Is it no? Right, no more.
It's no
I think
more already.
milk crepe also like the trend is a bit off nowadays. French pastry is the new trend. Yeah. Yeah, but then I'm sure. Let's say if there's a chance, you know, if so in Contour, right?
Yeah. Hopefully he'll bring it back, but I'm sure it's a lot of work, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
sure whether it's worth it.
Yeah, maybe it's a special, yeah.
So what makes you want to move from Publika into Buddha Jaya right now? Wisma Buddha Jaya, right? The new place.
No, Menara Mudajaya.
Menara Buddha Jaya.
Mudajaya.
Yeah. Let me just a little bit for you.
Sure.
Yeah.
We've had that idea
Okay.
of
cool.
moving. No problem. Of moving. Yeah, before pandemic actually. Like somewhere we didn't know where we were going to go, but
Is it because of space or is it because of management,
I
landlord, or
think
is it
we needed some. No, our landlord was good.
good?
Our landlord at the time was I don't know. There's not enough good things I can say about that, but they're so good. They're
Was
so
it
good to
private
us.
owned or is it like
Private owned.
Yeah,
That one is private owned. We were not part of the mall, but we were. We need to go with the mall rules, lah. You know.
I see.
But the time was private owned. But you know, we needed a boost because the brand wasn't. I think the hype was definitely done already. You know, we did what we could, and the space was just as it is. You know, there's nothing much more we can.
You cannot
really do.
extend
Yeah,
nothing much. Yeah.
We'd already done the renovation and stuff already. But Publika itself, you know, it's dying.
The whole
it was like
the
a-
whole mall is not as
Yeah.
hype as before.
No, it wasn't really. We could see the trend. We could see the sales going down. It was like beginning to feel like, okay, it's not up to us really. It may not be up to us really. You know, I think we need to think of something. You know, we did thought about it. We did play around the idea of moving, and that was before pandemic.
You
And-
foresee it because of your sales is declining.
Yeah,
You can foresee it.
Yeah.
People's like not
course.
showing up as before.
And also,
Yeah.
I mean, of course, cafes were just mushrooming around.
Yeah.
And during that time, you know, we had very nice cafes all around, and good. It's a good thing as well. But but we on our level, we knew that we needed to do something as well, lah. But then MCO hit, so we couldn't move. So we stayed on for a few more years, lah. But we were like everyone else, bleeding.
Dude, there's one very sensitive question I want to ask you.
Yeah.
How do you deal with room 208, man? Did it take a chunk of your business?
I don't know. I think because there are so many
Dude,
cafes there.
that wraps up a lot of kiosks over there, man.
Yeah.
The price that they sell.
I think the price is well, you know, hats off to how they did it.
Yeah.
They survive until today.
Right now
They're
they're
still
still
there.
there. Yes, they're still there.
Yeah. But you know, the time, you know, when we were serving our coffee, we knew that our coffee was very different from them.
Okay.
Of course, you know, we got supplied by Artisan.
Okay.
Rose.
Yeah.
We were good friends with Joey Ma, the late Joey Ma.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, but you know, we believe in the coffee that
quality.
It was the quality that we were serving. So we didn't really think about them. And of course, you know, our number one revenue is still food.
Food, yeah.
Yeah. So as much as we want to be very coffee focused, people know us from our food.
I see.
Yeah.
Pancakes.
pancakes, our
Yeah.
baked eggs, our eggs Benedict,
Yeah.
our awesome fry up,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. They come for us for food, for a brunch, and our identity is so strong in the brunch that when we try to open for dinner, we regretted because
you?
we did definitely open for dinner.
What was your initial time until 6?
Okay, so we did open until like 5 to 6. Then we decided, okay, we open for dinner, try to capture the dinner crowd, so we closed at 10. So it was very long hours, and this was of course when we have more people lah. We had to hire more people. It just didn't make sense, because people just know us as
a brunch
place. So like making 1,000-2,000 a night is not good enough,
To pay
the
salaries and
overheads
stuff, right?
stuff like that. So we went back to just, okay, let's just focus. We be lean and focus on brunch. Yeah. So one shift until today.
How long did you like do the dinner at the time? How many months did you like?
Not long. Maybe about 6 to 8 months. I think not more than a year. I feel.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you guys are trying very hard. Like 8 months. I still remember like RGB.
Yeah.
I still work at RGB, right?
Yeah.
They did like probably like 1 month only. Then
Yeah.
like after 6 is like
Yeah.
probably like 1 or 2 pasta they sold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like within 1 month they back
But-
to 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Done.
Takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
The marketing team, that time we didn't really have a marketing team lah. We didn't have it's just like everyone has different hats and just doing different things, and we didn't have a very dedicated marketing team. So if we had then, if we knew the value of that,
Yeah.
I think it would have worked. Maybe it would have worked.
Yeah.
Because that's what we did for Yellow Brick Road. We also try to boost our dinner, and now it's working. We were never really known for our dinner as well, but it's good now.
Okay.
Yeah, so
How many of employees right now together? Right now you're talking about Red BeanBag and plus Yellow Brick Road, right?
60.
60.
Yeah, give or take 60.
Including you yourself and the marketing team?
No. Marketing team is now run by Lynn. I'm sure. So she actually has a separate company for it, who's
see.
handling for both Yellow Brick Road and Red BeanBag as well. Small niche team now, but they know us in and out. So that's the best thing. But we did have a third cafe, which was called Wizards. So at one point we had more than 60 people.
Yeah.
And
Which year did you sell Wizards? I also almost forgot about this brand. Almost forgot.
it's still there.
I know it's there.
Still there.
I almost forgot about this.
When we came out from pandemic, that was 2022.
22? Yeah.
22. Yeah, I think so. Sorry. Yeah.
That
was a
that
different
place
one,
started 2019?
2019.
Yeah.
2018, 2019. Yeah.
What
And,
makes you want to start that place so prime area, and do you see a tourist demographic over there?
Yeah, that itself, we got approached by that building was owned by Lao Yat.
I see.
Was owned by Lao. They sold the building already, I heard. And they came with a good offer, and we actually spoke to
The owner of Lao Yan?
owner, I would say, Miss Low. She was very fond of us as well.
From Red BeanBag?
I think more yellow. She came to Yellow Brick Road.
I see.
Yeah, Yellow Brick Road.
So you guys were invited, I could say, yeah?
Yeah, and we had a good team that time, and during that time when Ryan and also Sean Liu, we were together in Yellow Brick Road, and when this opportunity came, we decided as a team, we want to do this, and Sean and Ryan wanted to focus on Wizards as well lah. So we said, let's try to do it, because it was a good offer. It was a very good offer, because they really wanted to like take care of us and things like that as well. Yeah, but it's just whole new different ball game when you're in KL. And
But I can still see a lot of people like non-tourists, like locals, would drive all the way from PJ, whatever it is, Subang, just to visit that cafe.
Yeah. Ryan is still there, I think. Yeah. So he stayed on when we sold the business. He actually stayed on to help the new owners and things like that. So so that's, I think, to continue the legacy of it.
So during
Yeah.
pandemic, right? This is the main question.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people might be very interested, especially me.
Okay.
How do you survive 3 outlets during the pandemic? 21, I think 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it all on my own. The thing is that we have focus lah. So like with BeanBag, Lynn and I, we were focused on it.
Takeaways.
Takeaways definitely. Yellow Brick Road, Jason was focused on it, and then Wizards, Ryan and Sean was focused on it.
Okay.
So we knew our responsibility, and we just tried to meet the best for this lah. So it's very different. I mean, we all were 3 separate companies anyway. And of course, our ultimate goal is to make through, to go through this pandemic. We didn't know how long it was going to take.
Were you like harassed by the landlords of still have to pay rent and stuff like that?
Oh, we were harassing them more than they were harassing us lah. Yeah, we were like, say, come on, give us discount and things like that. No, but they were so good. I think we were very fortunate to have very good landlords. They were very understanding. And I've heard horror stories.
Yeah, I heard
horror stories.
Too,
yeah, I think there's so many stories out there that they were just. But the landlords also needed to survive. But yeah, we were fortunate because all of them they gave us a great discount and also just to help us to go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the thing get better when it was probably like 21, right? Or 20 by the end of 2020. Yeah. So so that time you were more focused on takeaway during the time.
Yeah. And Grab was taking like 30% of us.
35%, man.
Sorry, can I mention?
Yeah, of course. Of course, man.
Yeah.
35%.
For us was 30%.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's still a lot. Doesn't matter when you take 30%, 20%. And that's the only way to survive. You have to.
Yeah.
It's a big chunk.
Which year did you think that you back on track after the pandemic?
We never really got back on track.
Okay.
To be honest, if you're just talking about BeanBag, it was tough. We didn't really get to go back on track. I mean, yeah, the sales did improve, but the good thing is also. Everyone, not everyone, but most of the employees all stayed on as well. But yeah, I don't think it actually got back on track because of the location. Because Publika was also struggling. They were just struggling. There were a lot of new restaurants as well that coming up, cafes coming up, and we don't have the money to renovate again, right? But the thing is that it was on our mind. Okay, if you're going to spend the money, do we renovate the current place, stay put, trust that, we'll make good here? Or we look for a fresh start?
A new premise.
Yeah, new premise. And we needed something different. Not just brunch and coffee anymore. We just needed something different. And I think during that time, of course, Lynn and I have a son. He was like, just gave birth and he was... gave us inspiration. I think gave us inspiration that, okay, we're coming out from this pandemic already. And we wanted to, if we wanted to bring him to a cafe, there isn't really child-friendly cafes that time as well. So I can think of maybe 1 or 2. Marmalade, probably. They have a nice playground and things like that.
Kids friendly,
kids menu and things like that. And it just hit us okay, if we move, let's do something to incorporate this. And our food has to really focus on
kids selection, family oriented.
Yeah, it's not just like a downsized spaghetti bolognese for kids. It has to be really something that has nutrition for them, because we understand how important it is for kids to have good meals, a wholesome meal, right? So, and then fast forward, we were looking for space, and then came Joshua.
Joshua, right? That's how we met, man. Joshua.
Joshua's name, yeah.
I think Joshua has been mentioned here so many times.
Really? But to be frank, the Publika spot, Joshua got us the spot.
Yeah, and yeah, he
you
told
know
me.
about it, yeah.
I
And
believe
now-
he was once how he introduced you
Yeah.
verbally during the pandemic. He asked me whether do I know BeanBag. I said, of course, sir. Everybody knows BeanBag.
Yeah.
They know. Do you know that the space that they're having right now during the pandemic before you
Yeah.
guys move? Right?
Yeah.
I'm the one who introduced them. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Really? I got to know this person.
13 years ago. Yeah. And then like he basically like between like him and we just lost contact for a long period of time. And then when it came to this, we were looking for a spot. And then I think Lynn asked me, Lynn said, hey, why don't you get the guy who got us that spot before? Is he still like, in the
Industry?
In the industry? And it's like, yeah, actually maybe I'll ask him. But he wasn't really, he was like in and out, right? Joshua was just in and out at the time. I think he was
Yes, working here
Yeah,
and there.
yeah.
Whenever someone looking for him,
yeah.
then he just do some,
Yeah.
some job, something.
Yeah.
So, but then right now he's back to full time right
Yeah.
now. Yeah. So, but then he's still in the industry. Yeah.
So yeah, I texted him lah. Then he's like, wow, it was. I think the energy was there, and then he found a spot for us, and so he said, okay, this is Mutiara Damansara. I know the owners, the building owners. They want to come and maybe see you and stuff like that. And I said, okay, just take it slow. Is everything going too fast?
Yeah.
But then I said, just come and have a look. But when I went there.
It was
He wasn't alone. He was with
bunch of stakeholders.
yeah, it was a bunch of stakeholders, and he brought us to this place that used to be a nightclub.
Yeah. He told me the story that used to have
Yeah.
something over there hanging.
Yeah,
some decor.
it was like a big mosque in the middle, like it's a club, right?
Nightclub,
So everything's
right.
empty. So there was this 2-story wall, and there was a mosque there, like Black Panther mask. Apparently, supposed to shoot lasers out or something like that. When
Yeah, he asked you want to remove or not.
of course, remove. Ask. It's like, do we want to keep it? No. Where are we gonna put it, man? But yeah, when we saw that space, you just have to just be in the middle and just imagine how it can be, because it was a nightclub. It was dark. It was tinted. It was totally blacked out.
Yeah.
And then there were tables and chairs everywhere. There was just a bar, and then we went to the kitchen. It was a small kitchen set up. Then we knew that okay, we have to extend the kitchen if we want to do anything like that. Yeah, and then we got together as a team.
How big is the premise right now?
Oh,
6,000?
No, lah.
Mezzanine plus
yeah.
the ground?
Mezzanine plus the ground, probably about 5.
5,000.
5. Yeah.
Huge,
I think
man.
5.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a build up would be about 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you look for others as well? Like, did you have other premise in your mind at the time before you make this decision?
Well, we were looking around, but nothing really concrete. We didn't even I don't think we.
It's a schedule.
Yeah, there maybe like 1 or 2 visits, if I'm not mistaken. But it didn't really like excite us. This had so much potential because if also like what we wanted to do is to have a kids space, kids playground.
Playground, yeah.
Yeah. Not a roastery yet, by the way.
Yeah.
We didn't really think about having a roastery at that point of time as well. But it made sense after that, with that space to have a roastery. And we just got a new head barista in.
Yeah,
and,
Henry, right?
Henry.
Yeah.
And he was very passionate, like all baristas are. But that boy, I see a little bit of Jason, I would say, in him as well, because he is hardworking, very super
disciplined,
initiative. Yeah, he likes to just do it. You don't just talk about it; he just do it. So when he joined us, he already has a roaster, something similar like yours, a small roaster like that.
Home roaster.
He bought it with his own money actually. And when he joined us as a barista, he asked us, whether he can roast the coffee as well. And I said, of course. You know, and this was in Publika. You know, our last few months in Publika. You know, he said, yeah, just bring in.
He joins you during the era of Publica time.
Yes, the last I think 20.
Then that was like 3 years ago, two years past ago.
2 years ago now. He took over Sing Tong. You know Sing Tong?
I heard of him. He opened a cafe.
Yeah. He was one of our longest serving head barista as well. But he really wanted to do this, that open his own cafe. So he's roasting as well, roasting char siu.
Okay.
But heads off to him. Airplane mode. He's doing a good job there as well. His char siu is nice. But yeah, he wanted to do this, and I know we couldn't keep him for long as well, because everybody need to move on to do something. You know, if we can't improve someone, like if we can't help someone to go to the next level, you know, I think we always let them know, yeah, please, you know, we will try to support you in your next journey.
Okay.
Yeah, that is how we always try to work with. So Henry, yeah, he was with his home roaster. And then when we moved to the new place, when we were looking at the new place, there was a space. There was a really good space. We thought, you know, this would be perfect for roasting, and it can make sense, you know, if we roast our own coffee. And yeah, we did that.
I see.
Yeah, we spoke to him about this plan, and he was so excited, and he could even, I think he also went to research, and we got a roaster from Taiwan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Very, very, very reasonable.
Okay.
Reasonable, you know, we weren't going to spend like a 600K on a lowering or whatsoever, but you know, this was good. You know, this was I think it just made sense.
Yeah, so long that you know, it works and makes sense for the business. That's more important than the brand itself, right?
Yeah, it's for the brand.
What is the next plan for RBB? Not just, I understand that you have a principle that Red Bean Bag is just Red Bean Bag. There's no outlet.
Have I told you that before?
I think you told me that before. You're not planning to have whatever you have a new establishment based on track record.
Based on track record.
Yellow Brick Road, Wizards,
Yeah.
your ex cafe. You sold the business.
Yeah.
So they are never repeat of the names.
That's right. I think we didn't want that. How do you say? You know, just to have another cafe with like a blueprint, just do everything the same name, everything, you know. I wouldn't say it's a no, but for Red Bean Bag, you know, it's all of us who know the brand so well. We knew that I think this is just be one, you know. We want to make it work, and our ways of expanding now has I think, you know, multiply in different paths. You know, we have a roastery, we have a kids place, and with all this, we can do so many things. And we are also trying to work on our events as well, because our space is available at night. Yeah. So now our events team is coming up, and there's a lot of marketing involved in every one of these aspects. So there's so many ways to grow. Yeah, it's amazing. So we didn't think that we really need another Red Bean Bag, I would say. And the reason why
would you say that Red Bean Bag is more on family focus, and then Yellow Brick Road has youngsters, young adults focus, different demographic ways of approach?
Yeah, Red Bean Bag definitely does, because of our playground and the way we market ourselves now as well. We're very family focused because we want to cater to the young families now, you know, because Lynn, myself, and my son, you know, we know what we went through, okay, and I think there are places that you know don't offer things to support it. We want to do that for them, you know, nursing rooms, the playground, whatever that we can do, the kids menu, all this,
So what is your coming back to the question, right? What is do you have a plan for expansion for the new brand itself in near future, for probably like within next 2 years or so?
Yeah, we really want to grow the events team, the roastery. That's the two things that we are going to focus on for this and next year as well. So Hopefully we get our coffee into some places, but we're already roasting ourselves, so
Yes.
that's okay.
It's been
But
2 years, right? You've been roasting.
yeah, 2 years already. And then the events team as well, maybe we'll try to pop up somewhere as well, with our with coffee, just to try to get our name out there as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so many ways, but eventually you need the people. You
Okay.
need the people,
Manpower.
manpower
To run.
not just run,
Mm.
to be the ideas, to be the brains behind it as well.
Mm.
I'll be quite honest. I think I have limitation, because for whatever reason, I think there are a lot of people out there, my guys, or they can think about what to do, So like coffee roastery stuff, coffee stuff, I let Henry handle it.
Yeah.
And then we have events going now, and the marketing team is like so involved with everything else, pushing it up. I'm just trying to keep it together in terms of operations as well, because I also need to focus on Yellow Brick Road as well. So now these are the two cafes lah. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Understand.
my job is really the back end stuff, the boring stuff. But it's okay. I think it's so important. I think people just need to realize that when you're in the business, you need to focus on this, because who's going to take care of your employees? You need someone there to take care of employees. Yeah.
Understand. I'm going to ask you a very sensitive question, man.
Another one?
Like,
Okay.
yeah, another one. Another one.
Okay, cool.
This is it's up to you. Yeah. So a lot of people also ask, like, because when I told them, I know Kheong.
Yeah.
I know Kheong,
Okay.
but we just talk, not that close, but we just talk, right? We met a few times. And then the first question they pop up, what's the relationship between Contour and Red Bean Bag?
No relationship.
No relationship.
No relationship.
Completely separate entity.
Oh yeah. There's no relationship with Yellow Brick Road as well. Besides, Contour is our supply.
Okay.
Our supplier. They supply us
The pastries?
Sourdough
Sourdough, yeah.
and focaccia. For Yellow Brick Road, Contour supply the coffee.
I see.
Yeah.
Because Contour also roast themselves, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They roast the bean because of course it's Jason and David's brand.
Okay.
So David Chua who was actually our manager in Yellow Brick Road before.
I see.
Yeah, so he and Jason actually opened Contour together. But yeah, there's no relationship except that we are really great friends.
Okay.
Yeah, and I love their pastries as well. So later I'm actually going to go there to
I love
see
the
Jason.
pastries as well.
Yeah.
I think that the pastries over there is like, it's nice, and also it's a very trendy ones. There's some like really you don't find it anywhere. Like there's one called fig cake, right? Is it fig cake? Yeah, fig cake, right? Something
so
like
many.
That. Yeah.
There's so many. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. If let's say you can turn back time, right?
Oh dear.
If you can turn back time
Okay.
before you started Red Bean Bag, would
Yeah.
you still choose F&B?
Yeah.
You still choose F&B?
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's I think from now onwards, whatever that happens in the future, I think F&B is you don't really need to be someone, as you can see right now, like with a lot of cafes and restaurants opening, you don't really need a degree in it. You don't need so much experience in it. But you need to have how do you say, believe, and you really need to be hands-on, and you need to really go on the ground, and whatever that you want to achieve, you have to be there to with the staff, everything, try to understand your business. That's the most important thing of it. Yeah, but F&B is amazing. I think it gives well, there's definitely joy. There's also definitely hard times. I can tell you how much stuff that we actually
I can
gone through.
tell.
Yeah.
I can tell
You
you.
can?
Yeah, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've gone through a lot of hard times as
Hardships,
well.
yeah.
Yeah. I think both you and I,
Yeah.
in this industry, there's all like when you reach a low point, you don't know how low it can get. But when you reach a high point, you don't know how high it can get as well. It excites me. It really does. I mean, that's the good thing about running a single shop. You get to do a lot of things, like new food, just experiment, try, keep going at it. It's never ending. Yeah, but if you have like 10 shops of the same, that's all you can do. But some people do it well. Yeah, I mean, I have mad respect for like Kenny Hills, how they do it. I think you and I have spoken about this before. It's amazing, these guys. But yeah, mad respect for them, for what they're doing now. It's big risk, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to go through that risk as well, because you need a lot of capital, financial backing, and things like that. But I think I'm sort of like happy with what we have.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not looking for like too much more. Yeah, I just want to make the brand great. Like what?
Understand.
Yeah.
If there is an advice for young entrepreneurs in terms of F&B, what would you give to them?
Man, you gotta be really sure of what you're going into lah. It's not as simple as just taking your money, spending on all these machines and just getting it work. What I learned is that the people around are the most important. Yeah.
Agree.
Doesn't matter whether it's a steward, a waiter, a chef, your business partner. I think you have to maybe just really, really take care of them. Yeah, as a business owner. Sometimes it's not always the case. You're probably like too much going on, and you sort of like ignore them, and then you meet so many people. I think people make the brand work. I think all these years, 13 years, is the people. Yeah. We have been lucky, to come across like Jason, Ryan, Sean, Sing Tong, now Henry, so many of these people. But we have also been unlucky. We're coming across some guys who've cheated us money.
Not showing up work
not
suddenly.
showing up work. There are a lot of, but I think you will know the people around you who has been there. I've got guys who joined us in 2012, like the start of BeanBag, and they are still there.
They're still there.
They're still here today. I'm going to say their names: Murray, Jefferson. They're both of them Filipinos. But man, yeah, so
Grateful they're here to help you out.
very grateful. I'm so grateful for them. They provide a sense of stability, but also you feel like you're taking care of them, and they're also taking care of you. So yeah, the people are so important. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter how small their role is or how big the role is. I think you just have to get to know them, talk to them. Definitely make the effort, I guess. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's been 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Ah.
Do you have anything else to share?
No.
What a great stories,
whatever.
man. What a great stories that you have, man.
Thank you.
Inspiring.
I think 1 hour probably not. There's so many things in this, like 13 years to just
To compress.
I can't compress and everything. But yeah, so there are a lot of great memories around. I'm sorry if I, to any listeners out there if I didn't mention it, but I think anyone who is who work under BeanBag, Yellow Brick Road, and Wizards as well, you're not forgotten. Honestly, they've come. Everyone has come to make all these brands worked. one way or another. Yeah,
see.
and I'm so glad to be there to actually witness it. Yeah, even up to today. Yeah, to see like even those who have left the company to do their own things. I think amazing, because to have the courage to do that. But I think for one, those who actually come to talk to me, I will always be very skeptical because I want them to be skeptical as well. I want them to know that it's not all rainbows and all out there. I want them to be sure, are you in this? You just have to mind fuck them a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they need to know. If they're really, really sure, yeah, I want to do this, then okay.
Because many people have all these delusional dreams, right? Oh, just making coffee. As an employee, just making coffee. They never saw you are behind taking out the accounting part, hiring part. They never seen that kind of perspective.
Yeah.
They never experienced as well.
Yeah.
So it's good that when you tell them all this, the real truth behind the curtain, right?
Yeah.
So they might change or be like not change their mind, and they're ready for it.
Yeah. They have to know. They really have to know because it's not a superstar job. Those are the things that make things go around, make things work.
All right, shall we wrap things up?
Yeah, can.
Thanks for coming, man, and
problem,
thanks
Dennis.
for providing us such amazing brunch culture.
Thank you. Hopefully for the next decade or so.
For sure.
Yeah.
I love to go to a place as well. I've been there a few times. I'm about to bring my team to go over there.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Yeah,
Let me
probably
know
tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably tomorrow for brunch.
Can.
Yeah.
Can.
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone. Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.